The other day, a few friends and I were playing Project Zomboid, and I realized that they were having fun. So today, I offered them a challenge. What if we played the game, but made it a little less fun? So I named the settings Masochism. Adequately describes what we're going for here. We're starting in winter, it's very rainy, electricity turns off and so does water after 3 days, guns are at the lowest rarity possible, and zombies are at the highest population possible and respawn every 2 days. I want to do a quick introduction to the two other masochists who will be joining me on this adventure. We have a good friend of mine, Hans.
I have to jump out the second story window.
Oh fuck! It's me and you, and my other close friend,
And
Jimmy J. Jones, y'all.
Oh, I fucking love Jimmy J. Jones. I tell you what that got me thinking. Hit me on the day when I quit drinking. Go ahead, Liam.
Oh, what? She's gone. We don't per se have a goal of this. We're sitting at trying to survive 30 days. If each of us die, we get to make one new character, and after that, we'll decide if that happens. We'll probably just keep making new ones for the sake of content and fun. But we're going to try making it 30 days, maybe 100 days, depending on how popular this gets. But all the footage you're going to see is from the first 5 in-game days, and I'm going to try to make as much sense out of what's happening as possible. One last piece of information before the video starts here, where we're all starting. We all pick different cities. So I'm starting in West Point, Connor starting in Riverside, and Hans is starting over in Muldrow. On the first day, a bunch of Girl Scouts tried to sell me a bunch of cookies. I told them that I simply wasn't interested.
Stop! Don't kill me!
After dealing with my uninvited guests, I decided to loot the rest of the house and found some pretty good stuff, ranging from a knife, clothes, and a pretty nice backpack. I found a tactical knife, guys.
I don't even have a weapon, dude. I have a saucepan.
I was using a saucepan until— oh my god, I found a beret and a backpack, lads.
God.
After I repelled that house invasion, I decided that I wanted to keep doing that because it was kind of fun. I found a book earlier about how to stab people better, and I turned to the pages about axes. Only about halfway through did I realize that, hey, this is a page about axes, and then turned to the page about short blades. Whilst doing that, me and the voices in my head discussed about what we should do next. The voice in my head called Hans mentioned that he had a car, and he could come pick us up as long as we'd hold tight. I decided waiting was boring and decided to go look for some more sweet loot, and found a nice boarded up house. Is it locked? Yeah, he got it open. Good thing I went to go loot. This house was stacked, whole fucking ton of weaponry, and a bunch of books. Spiked baseball bat? Thought I was living pretty until the next crate over, I found a katana and 4 other bladed weapons. We made a note of the spot and said we're gonna come back later.
Zombies starting to come after me.
Now, upon getting the katana, I really wanted to try it out. So I went on a mad katana rampage. This was a horrible, horrible mistake. Yeah. After frantically running for a little while, I did eventually find a house. To my dementia-ridden viewers, this is the house at the beginning of the video where I get, you know, so let's go skip to that really quick. Anyways, I made a new character, called him Dave the Masochist, went back to the house where I died, saw my body wasn't there, got the sword, and promised to never lose it again. And because history is bound to repeat itself, I ignored my heroes of my past, grabbed my katana, and immediately went on another rampage. Then, while frantically running for my life, I dropped my katana. I didn't notice at the time. I'm a fucking moron. But it wasn't all bad. I just killed fucking, like, Tank Dempsey? What the fuck was this guy? This guy was wearing chainmail! I also met an old friend. Holy shit! It's Greg! Greg and his mighty gang proved to be a formidable adversary. It was a good thing that I wasn't alone. Descending from the heavens, Hans has finally found me, and just in my time of need. Me and him together made quick work of Greg and his gang. After I killed that imposter, I retrieved my backpack and began to loot the rest of his corpse. I needed a weapon, so I took his baseball bat as well. After our triumph over Greg's gang and our meeting up, we decided we needed a car. Out. This thing is, equally a shit condition. So it was a good opportunity to show off the fact that I brought the trade Butterfingers. We got pretty lucky. Only on our third car did we find one in actually good condition. She's very little gasoline though. She does have a little bit. Typically you need a key to get into the car, but fortunately Hans was a burglar. And burglars can hotwire vehicles. All we had to do now was find gas. Luckily there's one over here in the ambulance. Well, lucky us. I promptly siphoned the gas out of the blue car, put it in ours. I got a Riverside map, cool. We had our next goal, but we still needed gas. We did need gas, but I got a sledgehammer earlier, so decided to make a bit of a pit stop.
I might have just found it.
This thing fucking tears it down.
Okay.
While I'm driving.
After a little bit of zombie slaying, we got into the gun store. Now, admittedly, there wasn't any guns in the gun store, which is kind of peculiar, a bunch of ammo, but I did find one thing of note. A Viking axe?
What a badass.
Yoink! We had some downtime, so we washed, ate, and then head to the gas station. We arrived at the gas station and I fucked up immediately. Alright, let's do fucker down, Hans. I see coming down there. Queue and shout there. But sure, they can't be that bad, right? Things got pretty bad, and I pulled out my gun. All that did was attract even more zombies. We decided to just make a run for it. Oh my god, I'm trying not to get bit at the same time here, dog.
Go, 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 go.
I did get hit, but luckily it was not a bite, and I did have a bandage for the wound. To make some final preparations to our trip to Riverside, we stopped at the Gigamart down the street of the gas station. I ate an entire pear, a stick of salami, and found some water. We never were able to get gas at the gas station, so we started siphoning the vehicles in the parking lot. And maybe he's not. Alright. I spent 3 days in the city of West Point before I found my first friend. Now, with Hans in tow, we're going to start the journey to Riverside. This car ride took us the entirety of day 4, and was very uneventful. So I'm going to skip to the beginning of the next day, where we meet Connor.
This is almost it.
Nice.
I got her.
Hey, man.
We've been playing for about 4.5 hours now, and we just finally met each other. You think this is when things are going better, right?
Hey, get out of my car.
Sure.
Dude, this is my car.
No, this is mine. This little red one right here is mine. Yours is the one in front of it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure this is my car.
No, it's not.
Surely it can't get worse than that, right?
Took all the gas out of your car, Hans.
Things only got worse from here on out.
No, I just want him to take a bite at you.
What? Are you insane? Brother, you wanna fucking pat me down, put a finger on my ass? Go ahead, do what you need to do. The mental only degraded further from this point on.
Stop taking up all the fucking water, you dick.
I didn't take any of it.
You just broke the fucking stove. Hey, dude, hey. We're listening to philosophical quotes now.
Oh, okay. Road.
Yeah.
We can stop by a Muldrow again. We can go hit the police station in West Point.
Or we can go find somewhere to live. Spend the rest of our days just loving on one another. I'm gonna play the CD again.
Are you making fucking blinker noises right now? The fucking car. some of who will then perform acts
Oh,
that
no.
are un-American.
Great, this
The
guy,
initial
this
period
fucking
of contagion
asshole's back.
is
Oh
over.
my god.
There is absolutely no need for further panic. Panic. And
Bro, change the channel, man.